Sandy heading north.
The big story, Hurricane Sandy.
Hurricane Sandy. The worst case scenario.
People with no water, no food.
The size of the storm was obviously tremendous. I got the notice that the Joint Operations Center was being mobilized and arrived to a buzz of activity.
This is the JOC, the Joint Operations Center. This is where we coordinate disaster response.
We were coordinating hundreds of service members. It was pretty intense. We were working 20-hour days for over a month. You don't really appreciate the impact until you're in the affected community. Makes you feel like this is what I've trained for. And I think that's where the National Guard plays a really important role to step up and provide these unique capabilities. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Bryon Linnehan, and I work for Barclays. The National Guard has a dual role. We respond to domestic emergencies, and yet we're always training to be ready to deploy overseas. Barclays has always stepped up, and that's why I nominated them for this award. I'm very grateful that Barclays has supported my continued service. It helps me be a better employee as well as a better soldier. I feel very proud at the end of the day that I can serve. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So, I might be coming down on active duty orders.
ESGR is important because they serve as that interface to help us to make sure that we're fulfilling our obligation.
My best first step is I can give ESGR a call and ask them.
And I'll tell you that calling and talking to an ombudsman has always been really, really helpful. It's been a great partnership for us.
It's pretty remarkable that people are balancing basically two careers. It's just awesome to be able to help support that.
Veterans have a proven track record of success. So whether you're talking about a military spouse, or you're talking about a veteran, or you're talking about someone in the Guard or Reserve, companies recognize that veterans are a great hire.
Winning the Freedom Award is incredibly important, and we feel a great sense of pride in having been lucky enough to receive it. It is a very clear signal to the most senior management of the firm that Barclays is doing the right thing.
For 48 years, ESGR has fostered healthy relationships between employers and their employees that serve in the Guard and Reserve. From multinational corporations to small businesses, ESGR partners with employers to ensure that their Guard and Reserve employees can both train and deploy for their unique dual roles serving both their local community and the nation.
As important as the family is and the service member's readiness is to the Guard, so too is the relationship with our employers.
ESGR knows that the support of the nation's employers is critical, and that the employers honored this year continue to go above and beyond to make sure that their service members and their families are supported before, during, and after military duties at home and abroad. The 2019 Secretary of Defense Employer Support Freedom Award honors the patriotism and sacrifice of this year's deserving employers.
The company and its leadership have been nothing but very supportive, and that is one of the many reasons why I nominated ADM. Thank you, ADM.
My service in the National Guard is not a burden to Callus and Ty, but an opportunity. Thank you, Callus and Ty Robinson.
Chevron recognizes military experience as an element in a diverse workforce. Thank you, Chevron.
In every instance when called to serve, Cracker Barrel and its employees have always been there for me and my family. Thank you, Cracker Barrel.
There's simply no way that I'd be able to do my job or take care of my family without the support of my employer. Thank you, Delta Solutions and Strategies.
They treat my family like their own, they know what it means to serve others, and they help me be my best every single day.
Thank you, Direct Supply.
EverSource's culture towards the military and veterans is absolutely contagious. The outstanding support they provide military members and veterans resonates with all of its employees. Thanks, EverSource.
The Houston Police Department is absolutely committed to my service day in and day out in the Texas Army National Guard. Thanks, Houston Police Department.
If I had to describe my employer in one word, it would be committed. They show a real commitment to my success both in and out of uniform.
Thank you, Hawaii Auto Repair.
Recently when I deployed, they made sure my family was well taken care of so that I had one less worry while overseas. Thank you, Levi Rodgers Group at Remax Military City.
LG&E and KU Energy recognizes and values the skill sets that military service members possess and seeks to hire those individuals for positions throughout the company.
Thank you, LG&E and KU Energy.
If I had to describe my employer in one word, it would be appreciative. Nationwide leaders and fellow associates appreciate my individual service and commitment to our country. Thank you, Nationwide.
If I had to describe my employer in one word, it would be awesome. When I took command the first time, I talked to Ed, the CEO of the Steel Network, and told him that this would be an additional requirement in my intention and time. And the only question he asked me is, what do you need from me to be more successful?
I nominated my employer because they have earned the right to be recognized for their continued dedication, support, and flexibility they have not only provided me, but also the other members of the armed services who work for the organization. Thank you, West Valley City.
Barclays has provided world-class support to me and my colleagues every day that I've been here for the past 4 years. I know they're incredibly deserving of the Freedom Award, and I'm very proud to see them receive it.
To all the patriotic employers who do so much to support their employees who are members of the Guard and Reserve, thank you.